was sitting at the receipt of customs. Now, this was in Capernaum. So we're in the United States, but if we look on a map and we go all the way from the United States and we go all the way over to Israel, and we go all the way to northern Israel, zoom into Galilee, and then we go to Capernaum. If you zoom in even further, right on the edge of the Sea of Galilee there at Capernaum, there's a booth that's set up, and they know specifically on this seashore that there was a receipt of customs. We don't know exactly what it looks like, but it was probably a little place like this. And the reason why we know these things existed is because we've pulled things out of the ground. But by the way, did you know there's been thousands of archaeological proofs of the Bible's validity and the historical evidence that proves that Jesus walked the face of the earth, that he died, that he said the things that he said. But one of the things that we have is we have these receipts that people like Levi would chisel into stone. That's what they look like. And when you zoom in on the receipt, you can actually see that he is charging people money, and he's telling them the consequence of what will happen if they don't pay it. Listen, Roman guards would come to your house. They would torture you. They would kill you if you didn't pay the tax that Levi is telling you to pay. This is one bad dude. This guy is charging people money, and he's robbing them. He's extracting the money. And so I love this, though. As bad as he seems to everyone around him, Jesus sees him as a person. And Jesus has love and has grace toward him. And look at what Matthew says in Matthew chapter 9 and verse number 9. Jesus passed by and he saw a man. This was a man seated at the receipt of customs, but Jesus doesn't call him Levi. Jesus calls him Matthew. You see, the book of Matthew, the first book in the New Testament, was written by a man that used to be named Levi and was now named Matthew. Jesus did this not just for Matthew, but he also did it for Peter. He told Simon, hey, your name is no longer Simon, it's now Peter, because upon this rock I'm going to build the church and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. He told Abram that his name now would be Abraham. He went all throughout the Bible. God is encountering people and he's changing their identity. The Hebrew name for Matthew is split up into two parts. It's the blessing of Yahweh. Reality is everyone saw Matthew as a curse, but God saw him as a blessing. And when we encounter the truth of Jesus, it transforms us from the inside out. It gives us a new identity. It gives us a new value system. It gives us a totally new outlook on life. I'm so thankful that when God saw me as a sinner, when God saw me broken, when God saw me destitute, he didn't pile guilt, he didn't pile condemnation. No, what he did is he saw me and he said, hey, I want to make you my child. I want to make you my son. I want to give you a new name. I want to give you a new identity. I'm thankful for new life in Jesus Christ.